This video is sponsored by Black Resin. Shilajit contains fulvic acid seriously lacking in modern diets and more than 84 trace minerals. The like of this superfood is nowhere to be found in the world. Some of the benefits include being an antiviral, helps fight chronic fatigue, enhances heart health, fights obesity, enhances male reproductive health, increases natural testosterone, anti-aging, enhances brain function, revitalizes the immune system, boosts energy levels, cleanses and detoxifies the body, fortifies the bones. Get your pure organic Shilajit while stocks last. 10% discount code only for Smile to Jannah subscribers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. Freedom of speech here in the glorious West. Yeah, this is something as Muslims we get bashed over the heads with when we make simple requests like don't burn our holy book or don't insult our prophet. You're more than welcome to challenge our beliefs. You're more than welcome to have dialogues and debates. Go for it, mate. But insulting and leaving it at that, yeah, we got an issue with that.
Shut your mouth, mate. Freedom of speech.
Yeah, so let's see what the bastions of free speech have done now. Roald Dahl books will be rewritten to remove language which is deemed offensive. Okay, let's see what they deem to be offensive, because that depends on what you mean by offensive and who's doing the censoring of offensive as well. Well, there's a character called Augustus Gloop who's now called enormous rather than fat. So there's an issue with calling someone who's fat. That's the offense here. Mrs. Twit is no longer called ugly. The Oompa Loompas are gender neutral. Okay, we know Wagwan here. The left-wing pro-LGBTQ brigade is now going, and I mean, this is clear censoriousness, yeah? And let's see some other examples, yeah? Properly. So in The Witches, a paragraph that explains that the witches are bald beneath their wigs now ends with, there are plenty of other reasons why women might wear wigs, and there is certainly nothing wrong with that, mate. So you're telling kids, hey, high five. But if you've got less than 5, that's okay as well. I mean, the physically challenged. Life is going to become one big disclaimer. In a previous edition of James and the Giant Peach, the centipede sings, Aunt Sponge was terrifically fat and tremendously flabby. And Aunt Spiker was thin as a wire and dry as a bone, only drier. Both have been removed and replaced with rhymes. Now we know Roald Dahl wasn't free from controversy. If you look at the old versions of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Oompa Loompas were black African slaves bought from the jungles. So look, there needs to be something that's a bit more objective, not something that Puffin have done, yeah? So Puffin have hired sensitivity readers to go through the books and remove them. I mean, sensitivity readers are just snowflakes, yeah? Anything that's deemed to be offensive, hello, or if you're from Spain, then hola, or if you're from France, bonjour, or if you're from Middle East, assalamu alaikum. I'm alright with the assalamu alaikum, There needs to be an objective way of doing this, because what's offensive to one person is not going to be offensive to the other person, and this opens the door to complete and utter censorship. It depends who's got the pen in their hand, yeah, because the pen in the hand decides, like we say happened to the Bible. Things were added in, things were taken out. You can compare the King James Version with the New International Version. So the Guardian article goes on to say hundreds of changes have been made to the original text, and some passages not even written by Roald Dahl have been added in. Now this seems a bit more insidious and suspicious, because seems like they just want to make more money. Now if you want to make more money, then create something different. Yeah, create something that's modern and give people the option to buy it or not to buy it. Why are you trying to force something on something that's old, something that's outdated? If people want to read it, you read it, yeah? Personally, I would never, let my kids read Roald Dahl. Or if I do, I would read it with them. And, I'm saying, like, be careful with that sort of stuff. Some people wouldn't. They're going to be okay with BFG, where a giant goes and peers in the windows of little kids. Or James and the Giant Peach, abusive aunts, he crushes them before he goes. Whoa, is it?
Let's add the word peach in there so it's a bit more palatable for people.
So there needs to be something better. Like Warner Brothers has a little disclaimer at the start that this was made back in the days, blah, blah, blah. And because they try to stuff Roald Dahl down everyone's throats, especially in schools, they're like, oh yeah, it doesn't really match with the way things are at the moment. Then we'll stop stuffing it down people's throats then. Yeah, and there needs to be a non-authoritarian, fairer and better way to protect our kids. And one such way is, if something's fat, it's fat. If something's skinny, is skinny. Both need to go to the gym. Unless, of course, there's genetic or extreme health issues. But other than that, protecting people from their own bad decisions is not a healthy way to bring up the next generation, frankly. Yeah, you're going to have obese, high cholesterol people. Yeah, I'm a man 2 minutes ago, but now I'm a woman. It's just going to turn into a giant absurdity. So guys, news like this is very important to keep tabs on and see which direction our society is going, because it's within this society that our kids are going to be coming, and we want to make them leaders. We want to make them leaders. Yeah, we want to make them bastions of truth, of justice, and the values of the Quran. How are they going to do that if you only send them to the mosque Saturdays? You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to give more emphasis to the religion, and what better time than now? Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.